Hello and welcome to the Watering Hole. Thanks for checking out this clip. Don't forget to like and subscribe because that'll make the baby Jesus cry, and I know how much you guys love making the baby Jesus cry. There we go. Okay, no, what happened was OBS reset the broadcast stream mix audio output device, and it set it to default.
Which could be anything.
Or in this case, nothing. So, yeah, I'm looking at my routing table being like, it's all correct. Why is it not working? Okay. Anyway, hello. Welcome to my channel. Vice Rhino here. Cirrus over there. Yeah, I actually was aware of this problem slightly before going live. There was, like, within the last 10 seconds, I was like, oh shit, they're not going to be able to hear us, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I was already on the case.
And then we were here.
And, Cirrus, you want to tell my chat what you're eating?
I'm eating pizza.
Yeah, so are all of them.
They're all eating pizza too?
They are all eating pizza too.
Everybody in chat?
Pretty much, yeah. Everybody that I've seen mention what food they're eating.
Huh.
So, it's a big old pizza party here.
I got sick last night. That's why I didn't stream last night. I should have made an announcement about it, but I didn't. So I got really sick last night, and it's upper respiratory, so my throat was hurting a ton. So it's like, okay, well, when that happens, all of my wants for personal health go out the window. All of my wants for low-calorie food go out the window. It's now time for sugar and pizza. It's time for comfort foods that make me feel good and give me the energy to do my stuff. So I got
because of renovations, I've been without running water in the kitchen for the last 2 weeks. So I have also.
So you've been doing the same.
I've been doing the same, but for different reasons.
So I got me and Saki two large pizzas from Domino's and some cinnamon bites, and got her some lava cakes. And I'm just currently in the reheated pizza mode for today because I woke up late because I woke up at noon and my body went, that was 8 hours of sleep. Okay. You don't understand. That's not enough.
Progress only. No, it's not they let us occupy without water. It's that they let us occupy and then we hired a contractor and said, hey, redo the kitchen. And part of that involves taking out the sink, which if they don't shut off the water to that area of the kitchen when they do that, it makes a mess. So we still have water. We can still shower. We still can drink water and stuff like that, but it's a pain in the ass having to like wash dishes in the laundry sink in the basement. So we've just been doing a lot of takeout and microwavable food and disposable plates. So, yeah.
Fun.
Yeah. Yeah, so renovation's almost over though. We actually do have running water now. They installed the sink today, and that makes me happy.
Good.
Still haven't gotten out any of the actual dishes yet. So I'm like, oh, they need to connect the dishwasher to power, and all of the dishes need washing because they were in dirty boxes and crap. So
I haven't had a dishwasher for years. I've just always hand washed.
We are a family of 7.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't happening.
That just absolutely not.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Fair enough.
And it's like, and I know a lot of people would be like, oh, but you have kids. They need to learn how to be responsible human beings. So have kids wash the dishes for you.
You do not want your kids washing your dishes if the goal is to have them clean.
Yeah, that is even more difficult than just doing it all myself. And yes, we still do that because we do want them to grow up to be responsible adults. And Spoonbill of Adam says actually had a shawarma. So there you go. Not everybody's doing pizza.
I haven't had shawarma in a while. I should go get some shawarma.
There's a restaurant in Niagara that on their sign, they advertise that they are the world's longest shawarma. I didn't know that length was a measurement that you did for shawarma.
I mean, shawarma's basically just a freaking falafel burrito.
Yeah, but like, does being longer make it better?
It's the same way that a hero sub sandwich makes it better. You just get it big, long, and girthy.
Length isn't everything, Saris.
I mean, you've got to be able to hit the... Anyway.
Staff is popping into... So if you're in the U.S., please check if you have a local DSA chapter. I don't know what the DSA is, but I trust Staff enough.
Democratic Socialist of America. It's pinned in my chat right now.
Okay, there you go. I mean, Artemis says, I love Dutch food. I just haven't tried the Dutch frikadeller. Tell you what, Artemis, I make a pretty mean Dutch oven. Okay. Yeah, food. I had A&W for dinner.
I haven't had A&W in a while. I remember really liking it, though.
The burgers aren't great, but I had the spicy chicken burger, which was actually pretty good.
They have a spicy chicken burger?
Yeah. Well,
so it's just ground chicken, but it's spicy?
Well, it's like a chicken sandwich. I don't know if you guys have a difference between chicken burgers and chicken sandwiches.
So a chicken burger is ground meat in a burger patty and fried like a burger, usually on a skillet or like frozen beforehand so that you can put it on a grill.
Mm-hmm.
And then a chicken sandwich would be an actual like hunk of chicken breast that has been battered and fried, and that's the thing.
See, I would call both of those chicken burgers.
But they're two very different meals. They're different in taste. They're different in texture.
It's chicken.
No.
See,
we're not. We're not doing this.
For me, chicken sandwich is like cold chicken. It's leftover chicken from the roast chicken the night before. It's deli meat chicken. That's a chicken sandwich. A chicken burger is if it's hot and breaded.
Okay. See, that sounds like an interesting distinction. Stop. No, bad and wrong. Maybe it's just because I'm American where I'm just like, no, a burger is this specific thing. It's not a grouping of foods.
Spoonbill of Adam says, household of one with a dishwasher. They save time, they're more efficient, plus I'm lazy, I use it at least weekly. Shawarma's big in Ottawa. I agree. I was actually surprised the first time, like after I had a dishwasher for a little while and then that one broke down and I had to wash dishes by hand, I was shocked how much my water bill went up. Because everybody's like, oh no, dishwashers use so much more water. And if you only have a few dishes or whatever. It's like, no, it's so much better. And like, yeah, being lazy, but like we sometimes have to run two loads a day. But yeah. Oh, just a second. I'm getting I'm fuck, I forget how to toss off to my correspondent person. There's an interview coming.
Maybe you should toss
news.
off.
There's news. There's an interview coming. News. Good evening, everyone. I am joined tonight by Senator John Kennedy. Good evening, Senator. Welcome to Twit Tweets.
I like omelets.
Indeed, as do I.
I mean, I really like omelets. I could eat an omelet at every meal.
Wow, you must really like omelets.
I like omelets better than sex.
Senator, what about the fact that the price of eggs is rising to a point where paying for sex will be cheaper than your thrice daily omelet?
The tofu-eating wokarati at the USAID are screaming like they're part of a prison riot.
Could it be possible, Senator, that they just like omelets as much as you do and feel that they need to account for the price of eggs in their budget?
They don't want us reviewing the spending.
But Senator, if you can treat yourself to as many omelets as you like, wouldn't it just be fair for them to have an omelet line item in their budget?
You know, call somebody who cares. Yeah, they better get used to this.
Well, that's all the time we have tonight. Thank you for that enlightening conversation, Senator Kennedy. Back to you, Rhino and Cirrus.
I like omelets better than sex.
Thank you,
I feel like,
Correspondent Rhino.
I feel like at that age, you like omelets better than sex because you and your partner both suck at sex.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
No.
I don't know. I just saw a clip of him saying he likes omelets better than sex. I'm like, I have to do something with that.
It would be irresponsible not to.
It would be, yeah.
That makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense.
The
Jesus.
Wokarati are coming for your sexy time with your omelets.
Is that what we're doing now? Instead of the Skeptic Mafia, it's the Wokarati?
Sure, I guess.
I'm okay with that.
But Skeptic
I
Mafia
shouldn't
members
be,
get
but I
paid,
am.
don't they?
The check's in the mail.
Checks in the mail. It's always in the mail.
That's what I've heard. I have no way of proving it, but I've heard the check is in the mail. Probably.
But what they didn't tell you is that it's actually someone from Czechoslovakia.
The check is in the mail, and they
check
just
is- Yes.
they just wave to you when you open the mailbox. Hello, hi, it's me.
Spoonbill of Adam says, I wish I was allowed to pay for sex in Canada. There are loopholes. It is quasi-legal. So, yeah, I'm not encouraging anything or condoning anything, but there are ways. I don't know.
The check is in the mail. Oh, like in their butt.
And then we have Duct Tape Jake in the Czechoslovakia. So that's opening up the broad well of egg-related puns. My kid got mad at me the other day as he ran out of toothpaste, so he's been borrowing mine, but I have germ issues, so I'm like, I can't just let him use it. I have to like give it to him on something else that he can then put it on his toothbrush with.
Mm-hmm.
And so I gave it to him on a knife the other day and was like, hi, it's nice to meet you. And he was just like, oh, Papa.
He's upset. Good.
Yeah. I mean, that's classic dad joke. Anyway.
Functionally, I'm gonna quickly let my cat in. He is on my air conditioner, screaming at me, asking to be let in.
Sounds about right. My dog knocks on the door when she's ready to come in. She does. She just like gets up on the door and starts tapping her paw on the glass until we let her in. She really likes having access to the yard outside. Oh. Cyrus look at his tits. Yeah, Cyrus looks at his tits when he leaves. I mean, if I had tits, I would do the same. Just zone out and stare at them. I do like boobs. I was really kind of hoping that Cyrus would come back just in time to hear me say, I like boobs. Oh, did the stream drop out? Something happened. Hello? Is everybody there? That was weird. Okay. My OBS told me that my stream dropped out in one window, but in all the other windows it said everything was fine. Oh, there's a cat. There's a cat. Cat jumping across the screen. Also having a puffy face. Puffy face stare at boobs. Good for puddles and your carpet. Yeah, she has not had any accidents inside the house since we moved. And we no longer have her in a diaper all the time when she's inside. So she has figured out that outside is where you pee and poop. And that she can go outside pretty much anytime she wants. I like boobs.
So,
Okay.
I just saw something terrifying, but also great.
Was it boobs? Because they can be terrifying and great. I was talking about boobs with the chat while you were gone, so.
So, okay, so I came in from letting the cat in, and I saw Saki sitting on the edge of the bed. But The only light in the room was from her computer monitors, so all I saw was just a girl's silhouette rocking back and forth on the edge of the bed because she got out of the shower and was just sitting in front of the fan. So I just see the silhouette of a person rocking back and forth on the edge of the bed. I'm like, every iota of this is terrifying in concept.
I mean, I'm just sad that you didn't acknowledge my boobs.
I mean, why would I acknowledge your boobs when I could acknowledge mine?
Yeah, that's what started this. Everybody was commenting that when you leave, you stare at your boobs. Yeah, those little blue birds are cute.
Wrong.
I think I summoned an Omnipus with my Tucker Carlson clip.
You hear the Tucker. You summoned the fucker.
You've been a bad girl.
God damn it.
Which is worse, that or the uwu?
I don't want to answer that question honestly. Ooh. I think I can answer that question honestly. I think I can now. And
Please don't tell me that I just came. I'm sure there were more words after that.
I should not be allowed to have a soundboard.
You should not. No.
So,
and when I get a soundboard, I should be able to point out that you shouldn't have one.
Yeah, just take the clip of me saying I shouldn't have a soundboard and play that anytime I use my soundboard. So Brown, again, the guy that got the video of the cops doing donuts, said it sets a bad precedent when police ask citizens to speak up, but when someone does, the union goes after them. Yeah. They're trying to be dismissive of their behavior by saying the young men were doing something similar, but do two wrongs make a right? Says Kimberly Dodson, a criminology professor.
Red Bomber says I'm bashing DEI in case it wasn't clear. I don't see anything in your post that says anything about DEI, but if you want to be a dumbass in my chat, I'm perfectly willing to ban you if that's what you're fishing for. Anyway.
But the DEIs cause plane crashes.
And, yep, DEI cause plane crashes and cause my daughter to put seed in belly. Wrong. Bad.
Just for the record, anytime somebody says that, like anytime anybody complains about DEI, that is basically what I picture. Just an ignorant hick who doesn't have the fucking slightest idea what they're talking about.
Yeah,
because
that's usually what it is.
99 times out of 100, it's an ignorant hick that doesn't know what they're talking about.
No, they have a very strong opinion on it, usually informed by Fox News.
But I mean...
And I stopped caring after that point.
Now, I am self-aware. I did just get a hat. So, like, as I'm saying that I'm, criticizing people for appearing to be ignorant and silly or whatever, I put on my fascinator for my Twitch stream. I know what I am. I'm a fucking streamer. If you take me seriously, then there's a problem. But
look, if Tucker Carlson can have the legal defense of not being taken seriously, so can we.
Was that Carlson? I thought it was Alex Jones.
It was Carlson, because Fox News had to do a case defending him.
Oh, right. Jones was, I'm playing a character.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Red Bomber says, no, my previous post. Yeah, I didn't see what your previous post was.
Yeah, believe it or not, we have lots of chat messages that we don't read, and there have been times when I've gone back and rewatched little bits of it, and I see people in the chat being like, "Oh, he's ignoring me again." You're like, I'm not ignoring you. I just don't. I don't have the bandwidth to pay attention to the two chats that are going as well as do the stream.
Yep.
Van Briggs says I'm the prettiest streamer. Thank you, Van Briggs. But that's only because my partner's not streaming. She's not.
That's
even,
where you just.
She's not even watching this one, so I don't even get brownie points for that.
Just be Shadowheart from Baldur's Gate 3. What are you talking about? Of course, I'm God's favorite princess.
Heidi! I just think you should know that I just called you cute on stream for everybody.
My God, what a fucking simp. I thought you wanted me to go. Anyway, I should probably go simp for my girlfriend.
Okay, well, you're cute. And I told the stream that. And then I realized you were doing schoolwork, so I'm like... Yeah. Yeah, no, I had to.
Spectacular. Thank you for resubscribing.
I interrupted her schoolwork to make her come here and appreciate me calling her cute.
That's.
I don't know whether that's good or bad.
That's a certain kind of special.
Okay.
I mean, have you seen the Will Smith eating spaghetti? How AI models rendered that a year ago and how they render it now?
No, I haven't.
It is kind of scary seeing how much better AI has gotten at deepfakes.
Yeah. I'm not going to disagree, but I don't know. It's so yeah, for deepfakes it is kind of scary, but like I'm also thinking from the artistic perspective. I think there's I don't think it's ever going to cross the gulf of human creativity. Because like right now, like is when you ask ChatGPT a question or when you tell it to generate an image for you, it doesn't understand the words that you typed in. It doesn't get it. It is just like this word becomes this number, which goes into the calculation in this spot, and then that impacts the random noise that gets generated by things that are close to that number that represent other words. Like it doesn't have a fucking clue what you're asking it to do. And I don't think it ever will.
I don't respect AI, and I don't respect people who use AI when there are better alternatives available to them. Fun fact, there was a VTuber who I'm not going to name because I don't want to be that kind of person, but there was a VTuber who I was going to raid, who I've raided in the past, and then I saw that their opening screen was about 6,000 AI generated images. And I say 6,000 because it was an animation where the images were played one next to each other, so it looked like a psychological morph thing. But you could tell that it was AI generation because you can tell when it's getting you a close approximation of the previous image for the next image, because that's just a thing AI does.
Yeah.
So I was watching that and I'm like, oh, I don't want to support you anymore. I'm sorry. There's too many artists in my community who I respect to send my community over to you. I'm sorry. I didn't say anything to them because it's not worth the confrontation. And I didn't say anything to my chat about it other than mentioning like, oh, they're using AI. Fuck them. Didn't say who it was. I'm never going to say who it was.
I will confess that I use Photoshop's generative AI out of laziness.
You're also not standing on top of a industry that is built on the backs of artists' hard hand-drawn work.
I also have an artist on retainer, so it's
like for it's especially a slap in the face to me for VTubers, because as VTubers we don't exist without artists doing that hard work. So
Fennec's got the paddle out. You know what that means.
You're getting a vigorous spanking because you've been a bad girl.
Anyway, you were saying VTubers wouldn't exist without artists?
Like, VTubers would not exist without artists. It's an industry that cannot exist without artists making the stuff for us. So spitting in the face of those artists by using AI generation pisses me off. It really does if you're going to be a VTuber.
So I also, basically the only thing I use it for is the background on my thumbnails.
Yeah, a nothing but of noise.
Yeah, like it's literally like, if I didn't use AI, it would just be gradient bucket tool, drag and drop, boom, done. Couldn't, like, go scroll through my my videos page and you can see when I made when you can pretty much see when Photoshop released their generative AI, because I either used a still image from my psychedelic background things that I used to use, or I used a red and black gradient, and that was it. Those were my backgrounds. And then Photoshop released generative AI, and suddenly my backgrounds are slightly more interesting, but still just kind of random meh noise.
Mm-hmm.
So if AI were to go away, I would be fine. If the artist were to go away, I need my artist.
You do.
Who else was going to draw a dung beetle lifting weights for me so I could make a stupid joke about pretending not to know what dung beetles would lift? And I actually, that one was fun. So I like I did, out of curiosity. I was like, oh, I'd kind of like an image for that. I don't know if maybe Piper's got too much on their plate right now, so I'm like, oh, you just quickly see what an AI image generator whips up, and I typed it in and was like, oh, that is shit. And then I just copied and pasted my prompt for the AI thing, sent that to Piper, and Piper immediately got back with like the drawing and was like, oh, there it is, and that's actually cute. Yep. It's actually what I said it should be, and they offered to turn it into an animated GIF for me, so it was actually lifting the weights. I'm like, humans will always be better. Neuromptipus says, hey, what about the unicorn? Gay Unicorn Gary?
Gay Unicorn Gary.
Gay Unicorn Gary. You can buy his holy merch at merch.vicerhino.com.
Jesus Christ.
No, Gay Unicorn Gary. Jesus Christ is a different deity.
Jesus Christ bless Gay Unicorn Gary and all of his holes.
Absolutely. I know you don't watch my videos anymore, but there was one that I forget if it's the one that's releasing this Friday or the one that released last Friday. But BB-8 was positioned such that it looked like his antenna was sticking right up Gay Unicorn Gary's skirt. And I didn't notice it till I was halfway through recording, and then I'm like, fuck it.
Genie says the merch has holes. It does if you want it to.
Is there a Gay Unicorn Gary plushie? No, there is not, because it is surprisingly expensive to produce a custom plushie for people to buy. And I don't have the kind of audience to make the expense worth it. It's like of the Gay Unicorn Gary merch, I've sold maybe 10 items, and I'm 3 of the 10. And like the plushies, it costs like thousands of dollars to make it, and if only like 5 or 6 people buy them, it's just like, nope.
Reminds me.
Nope.
I want to see what my playmat sales have been. I imagine it's probably going to be very much the same.
Yeah, no, I am not a Linus Tech Tips that I remember to throw to my merch store every single video, and have a dedicated merch team, and set up my own infrastructure, and am negotiating with companies that manufacture things to try and no, I don't. That's never going to... You could give me the same subscriber count as Linus Tech Tips and the same view count as Linus Tech Tips. That is still not going to be me, because I just don't want to deal with that shit. But,
I haven't sold a playmat since November of last year. Okay, that tracks.
Yeah, well, now you're making me curious. Because here's the thing. When I actually mention it, people do buy stuff sometimes. Not much. I've sold 3 things in the last, 28 days? What is the default? Since January 6th. I've sold 3 things.
Okay.
And let's see, what is it? It's all Gay Unicorn Gary stuff. Nobody's buying my Vice Rhino logo. They just want Gary.
They just want Gay Unicorn Gary.
They do. I don't blame them. Gary is a great design. Oh, there's another pillow sold. That means there's 3 out in the world. I was like, I'm the only person with a Gay Unicorn Gary pillow, and then someone else bought one. And we're like, okay, that's neat. There's like me and one other person, and then like 2 more people bought them. I'm like, less neat.
It gets significantly less cool the more people that have them.
Yeah. Heidi won't let me put it on the couch, even though it's a couch cushion.
Coward.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with my notifications, but I see that Duct Tape Jake just subscribed, so thank you for subscribing. But I'm not getting the little pop-up thingy. So it's either on a severe delay or, I don't know, something.
Ah! Hello.
There
Hi,
it is.
you
there
bit
it is.
me.
Severe delay. There we go.
Hi, honey. How are you doing?
I'm excellent, darling. How are you?
Not you. Fuck off. I just sat here.
I mean,
and then my shoulder got bit by Saki.